guys, what's going on? It's Andrew from AR Media. In today's video, I want to go over my top 5 rare 4K Blu-rays. Now, it doesn't mean that you necessarily can't find these or you can't order them online, but these are going to be ones that you necessarily may not know or imports that I have, and I just want to share them with you. So let's get to it. So the first one is actually what inspired me to make this video, and that is Suspiria on 4K UHD Blu-ray. So they are remaking Suspiria right now. A trailer came out with Dakota Johnson, and it is directed by the guy that made Call Me By Your Name. I'm very excited about it. And this is one of my favorite classic horror movies. It's definitely different from most horror movies. It uses a very bright and vivid color palette, a lot of use of neon colors in this, and the set design is gorgeous. Now, this is a 4K digital intermediate and nothing to complain about on this disc. It looks fantastic. The only thing to complain about is no HDR. But really, none of these discs have HDR for the imports, so I'm not going to really hit on that on each disc unless it specifically has HDR. But I definitely recommend picking these up. There's only 1,000 of them. I have number 211. Next, we have Dawn of the Dead. Now, this is another import and another 4K digital intermediate and another horror classic favorite of mine. I love everything about it, and it's great. I mean, I do wish that each cut was in 4K, but it's nice that we do get one cut in 4K and all the rest of the cuts on Blu-ray in the restored 4K version. It comes in a nice big box set, and just very nice overall. Next up, we have another import, and that's The Neon Demon. Now, I really enjoyed this film when I saw it back originally. I saw it was on Amazon in 4K, so I scoured the internet trying to find this on 4K disc and imported it. And I was not disappointed at all. I do wish it had a HDR and a 4K DI. This one has a 2K DI, but it looks fantastic. It's a digitally shot image. It's super sharp. And again, the set pieces and the neon and the vibrancy in this one really brings it to life, and it's a very unconventional horror movie and just a lot of fun. I know, guys, this is a lot of horror, but next up we have the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now, I imported this one as well, and I was really pumped to see this one hit the 4K format, but I knew it wasn't really going to look good. I mean, it doesn't really look good on Blu-ray. It's like each time you upgrade from VHS to DVD to Blu-ray, it's kind of looking worse because that's how it's made to look. If you want it to look how it was originally intended to look, it was shot on 16mm film. It's grainy. The film stock is really dirty, and that's how I think the film should look. It's a 4K DI, and you do get nice detail, but there's just a lot of grittiness to it, and that adds to the aesthetic of the movie. It adds to the horror, it adds to the dread, and this is just a horror classic in my mind that everybody deserves to see at least once. Sadly, no HDR though, again. Note, we do get Dolby Atmos though on this one, which is very surprising, as well as Aura 3D, so that was a very nice addition, and the Dolby Atmos was a really nice addition when listening. And last but not least, we have Mayhem on 4K UHD Blu-ray. Now, I never see this one really around. I never see this one mentioned, and I'm not really sure why. I had a lot of fun with this one. I thought it was a lot of fun. It's basically like the Belko experiment, if you guys have seen that, where everybody's trapped in a building, but there's a drug or a virus going around, and everybody's getting infected and killing each other and just doing crazy things, losing their inhibitions, and having a great time. This is a 2K digital intermediate upscaled to 4K, no HDR on it, but it is an increase over the Blu-ray, and it's the same price as the Blu-ray, so I just think it's a definite pickup and a lot of fun for an action horror comedy kind of. And next up we have my honorable mentions, and that's going to be Brawl in Cell Block 99, which was one of my favorite movies of last year, and a great transfer. No HDR on this, but great transfer, nothing to complain about, and again, same price as the Blu-ray with this awesome cover. I would definitely go and grab this. Great movie if you haven't seen it as well. Vince Vaughn in a completely different role than he's normally in. Complete badass. And the last but not least, we have The Shallows. And the reason I put this in here is just because of this slipcover. This slipcover is rare and just out of print at this point. Super hard to find. I picked this up on day one. I love this movie. This is one of the best HDR transfers. I actually put this on my top 5 HDR transfers, and definitely check this out if you haven't. 2K DI, but you'd be very surprised by it. Anyway, guys, let me know down below if you like this video. Let me know what your 5 rarest ones are in your collection. I'll see you guys in the next one.